Hiring a traffic ticket paralegal versus doing it yourself. It's kind of an age-old question. I can tell you it's probably a good idea to investigate the differences. Many people know what the differences would be. I can use an analogy. If in fact you had a tooth and you needed to get it removed, you'd go to a dentist because they're professionals, they do it every day, they know what they're doing, and they're trained to do so. I kind of liken this question to that sort of by analogy. We're practiced in this every day. We're educated, licensed, we update our licenses. We have a large office with colleagues. We kind of work on cases together and bat around ideas and get involved in day-to-day operations in any one particular court in Ontario. We're not dealing with any of these cases in a one-off scenario. If you're dealing with it yourself, number one, you're trying to study an entire system, trying to engulf gross amounts of law and get a handle on a situation that you really don't know. That being said, I've met many people, doctors, lawyers, bright people who are neither a doctor or a lawyer, or they're fascinating to talk to because of their intellect. And what I found is, yes, any one of those people, they're capable of dealing with this on their own, but the time involved and the practice involved, you don't have that kind of time. Even an engineer, for example, you can't have that kind of time to sort of study all this and believe that you're going to go in and defend yourself effectively. The system itself was designed so that any person should be able to walk in off the street and defend themselves. I can assure you, and you can discover this outside of this video, that that is anything but an accurate statement. There are very few people who are going to be successful. Even when someone believes they're successful, by way of an example, you may go into a court, you may talk to a prosecutor, and you may say, hey, I have this particular charge, and this prosecutor says to you, well, I'm going to give you a break. I'm going to reduce this for you, and now you plead out to something less. Now you go back out and you talk to your friends and family and you tell them, well, how well you did. Oh, I avoided paying for a lawyer. I avoided paying for that particular paralegal, and look at the result that I have. The reality in that situation, and these are true situations, that person did not need to plead guilty to anything. The evidence did not support a conviction for anything. Now you've convicted yourself of something you really shouldn't be convicted of, unbeknownst to you. And I think that's unfair. So the answer is, in my mind, if you're wrestling with that question, do you hire a traffic ticket paralegal or go it on your own? I say no. I'm not saying you need to hire us, but I'm saying you need to consider all of your options and the importance of having someone who is a professional, like a dentist, to do that type of work for you.